So it's Tuesday morning. Yesterday morning I started with a nice video of Rupert running around. I'd forgotten to video the whole meal process, so today, which is too mad by the way, I will video as much as I can. Here's some 3 fillet steaks, 288 grams, which is approximately 766 calories. For those people that want all that rubbish, I don't talk about calories, and I tend not to do by weight, I tend to do by eye. But just for this video, I'm going to be a little bit more precise. And we're also going to weigh that bit of steak there's bored because we're talking about calories. Look at that, fell asleep. And we're also going to look at doing some butter brown things that Coach Emily is particularly good with. And with the fillet this morning, I'm also going to have some rump steak. And this is approximately 1,100 calories, all right? It weighs 470 grams. See, keeping the mistakes in, keeping it real. So while the steak is going, we're putting 200 grams of butter into a pan and melting that butter. Not melting snow, which is Coach Emily's tag on Instagram, melt that snow. But we're melting butter here, 200 grams of it, and then we're going to make these wonderful little butter salty things. So now we're going to add a teaspoon and a half to that 200. For 300 you add 2 teaspoons, so we're just sort of doing an approximate amount of salt there. So that's a teaspoon and a half of salt. So who says men can't multitask? Although Jane is helping me. So the meat's going in to the air fryer, 205 degrees centigrade, 6 minutes, and then it's flipped over. So we're just going to let this butter get frothy and then start going brown. So this is the first time we've tried this, so we're going to go light brown. We don't know what the taste is going to be like, but I won't edit it. If it all goes wrong, we will leave that in as well. So these trays are silicone, and as you can see, they're normally used for chocolate, but we don't use it for chocolate. It's going to have butter in it in a minute. As you can see, the butter is getting very frothy indeed. It's beginning to set, and it's just give it a stir, and it looks quite brown to me underneath that froth. So you can see through the froth that it is slightly brown, so we're going to try that, put that in the silicone things. And you can see that it's brown now, where we've got some of the froth gone. And, I won't video the whole process here because there's quite a few little squares to fill up. So one of the things we've realised is put your flexible silicone thing on something hard before you fill it up with butter. Meanwhile, back at the air fryer, 6 minutes, so these have got to be flipped over. The rump steak looking good and the fillet steak looking great as well. So it's Tuesday. Now, because I'm doing 2 meals a day, but Rupert's doing 1 meal a day, you look so forlorn. You poor little dog. You know you're not eating because we're not getting your food out yet. How mean are we? Making him do 1 meal a day. How mean? Are we very mean? You're happy though, aren't you, Rupert, eh? Yes. So here it is in the fridge. Ooh, cooling out. So here we are, the first meal of the day. It's 2 meals a day today. And it is, of course, rump steak, fillet steak, and some shredded red Leicester. And like I say, it's 2 meals a day today. And this is the first one. It is about 11:20 on a Tuesday morning. So the butter things are out. The dark brown one had more of that sediment in, and I shall have a bite in a second and tell you what I think. So the second meal of the day, it's now 6:15. I've got some steak, some fillet and some rump in the air fryer. I'm also going to fry this, which was left over the last 3 days, the bits and bobs from different meals. So just while these steaks, the fillet and the rump are cooking, I've got the little stir fry that I did. I'm going to have that first. And I just at a loss sometimes why people seem so precious about calories they don't seem to like. anyone challenging that. I don't know why that is. And certainly I'm exceeding my, if people do believe those, certainly exceeding my daily need calories, because I'm very often in about 3,000 calories per day. I'm only 5'10", and I weigh 170 pounds, and some days I don't train. I'm still losing weight, and part of the videos here is to show what I'm eating. So if you want to believe in calories, that's fine. I really don't mind that, but I don't understand why people get so annoyed if you don't believe in them. You believe more in the physiology of the hormone response, which is definitely what I see all the time with obese people and diabetics.